Hey, Crystal Street Comics, how you doing? Gonna talk to you a little bit about Iron Man 3 in a spoiler-heavy segment, so if you've clicked over here, and I hope you realize, spoilers are coming. And yes, I realize I'm wearing a Batman shirt while doing an Iron Man review. Don't point out the irony to me. Okay, so, as my review stated, I'm a big fan of Iron Man 3. I thought it was not better than Iron Man 1, better than Iron Man 2. And I think that says a lot. I think as a whole, these three movies have been pretty strong, but there is major controversy within the comic book fans about the treatment of the Mandarin. More specifically, is what I think people tend to be mad about. And on one hand, I understand where they're coming from. They treat the Mandarin like a joke. Or he ends up being a joke, I should say, in this movie. And when you talk about the Mandarin in Iron Man, you're kind of talking his arch nemesis. You're talking his Joker to Batman. That's how big this character should be to Iron Man. And that being said, I can understand why people would be mad that they turned him into a joke. But that being said, I said this on the homepage. What is today's Monday? So on Friday, I briefly touched on this. That Iron Man, in my opinion, has one of the worst rogues galleries of any superhero. He just, from bottom to top, they're not very good, and that includes the Mandarin. This is a character that may have worked back in comic books Gold and Silver Age, but he doesn't work anymore. He's too bizarre a villain. And he doesn't have a lot of the good characteristics that make a villain last over time. So, that being said, I can understand why the directors and the writers decided to go the way they did and rather focus on making Guy Pearce's character the actual villain, and Mandarin is just kind of a ploy. It would have been kind of cool to maybe explore the whole 10 power rings and what all they could do, but in the end, at least in my opinion, I feel they played it very well. And I think it's played all that much more well because they really did sell that he was going to be threatening. And then when they flip it and you find out it is just a big ruse, I think it really added a good element to the film. And something that was unexpected. You know, I think as comic book fans, we maybe treat sometimes the comic book canon as how it has to be, and I think when something surprising like this comes along, it's not always a bad thing. If it's done well, and again, in Iron Man's case, I think they did it well. So, that's my opinion of the whole Mandarin controversy, but again, overall, Iron Man 3, fantastic movie. Go see it if you haven't. Deuces.